face and I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
Alright, let us know who we got on the Chicago way today.
ASAP from the Globe. How the fuck you Jose know?
Alright, for sure.
No, it's ASAP.
Alright, so ASAP, where are you from?
From the west side of Chicago.
West side, okay. What?
Wilcox, Kildare, 4200. Yeah.
4200. So like that's the specific part?
Yeah. That's where I grew up.
Alright, how was it growing up there?
Damn, it was different. Like, I feel like it was good and bad. Like, you know, Chicago is lit as it is, but it's just shit that comes with living in Chicago. I lost a lot of people. You know, a lot of my friends locked up and shit. But one thing the hood got me was a lot of good connections, and it got me to that hunger. So it was fun.
Okay. So like, you had told me like you've been through like the foster care system. So like, what was that like for you?
Alright, so basically when I grew up, at first I started staying with my granny. Like originally my granny was raised by everybody. But yeah, so DCFS got involved in my life because of some shit, and then they basically took us from my mama. And we was in the system in and out of foster care. Like I had like 10, 11 different cases that we went through of abuse and shit like that. And then when I was 14, they finally, you know, like approved someone to adopt me because they wouldn't let us stay with my grandma. They kept saying she was too old. Imagine she's still alive and well right now. But yeah, I got adopted when I was 14. I'm with my aunt, and I moved there with her, me, and my little sister. My little brother is still in the system, unfortunately.
Okay.
But yeah, we moved there, and it was just hard. Like shit, that ain't your mama, and so we had a lot of problems. My mom lived one way, like. You feel me? We was thugs. My mama raised us to be thugs, but in a good way, I feel. Like, I learned a lot of street shit, and I just got to a situation where a motherfucker really ain't know about that, and they trying to completely change me, but I was already living this way for 14 years. And then it's a certain type of trauma you gotta be able to understand with a kid who been through that type of shit. So me and my little sister just went through a lot of shit, and I ended up getting kicked out of there when I was 17. And I was homeless. They just took everything. Like, this what really blows me, because I love her. And I accept her. I appreciate what she did for me, and what she still do for my little sister today. But like, to make me homeless at 17, that shit fucked me up. Like, she's like, leave with everything that's yours. But I was 17, and I was just, you feel we was broke. So of course I ain't had shit. I had to get my own phone, get my own everything. And then when I finally got moved back in there, I ended up like just telling myself, I'm finna get the fuck out of here. Like, I ain't have no other option, so I had to come back. When I came back, we still had problems. Motherfuckers broke the phone that I bought while I was homeless, hustled for, like, shit like that. And so, it just made me be like, school was my only option. I ain't no dummy. Like, I was just in a bad predicament, and I ended up running up scholarship money and running up hella scholarship. I mean, college acceptances. I think I had like 36 college, high school college acceptances, and like 330,000 scholarship money that I could choose.
Wow.
And so I ended up staying here though because I ain't got nobody. I went to Illinois. Actually, I ain't in the city no more. I went to an Illinois school because if I went too far, I wanted to go far. But if I know how, I only really got me. So if I fuck up like everybody do when you learn with this shit, I was gonna be all the way in the middle of nowhere. You feel me? So
Makes sense.
I stayed, did what I had to do, and yeah.
All right. So as far as music, how'd you get into rapping?
Music has always been a part of my life. I just, like I said, I was growing up in foster care everywhere we moving, and I had a story to tell, so I wrote about that shit. And when I was 20, and I finally, 18, and I graduated and shit like I told you, and I went to college, I started getting my own money, and that's when I started investing. So I only been doing this shit seriously for a year and a half, 2 years right now, but I've been making music all my life.
Okay. So just getting into more of the music side, like I see you have a relationship with artists like Shy, Key Glow, and Sky. Can you explain that relationship? Like, how'd you come together?
We was in this girl group called Crush. So we just, you know, that's how we all met. We moved into this environment. I'm really close to Shy and Sky though, because when we was doing Crush, we was like the main three who was there. So just because of the time that we spent together, I had a better chance to grow a bond with them. Like, we did 92.3. On Yeltsin Street was there. We did Trippy Red. Us three was there. Every studio session, photo shoot, us three was there. So I kind of grew real close to them because, like, that hunger that I got, I'm like, we could have won with that shit whole time.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, yeah, but they cool. All of them are amazing artists, for sure.
Okay. Shout out to them. Like, speaking of female, like, Chicago artists, like, a post that Chicago Way had posted, like, of you speaking on, like, people who, like, put down, like, female rappers for doing drill music. Like, that, it went viral, and you had mentioned, I don't rap to get your dick hard, in response to them. So it's like how was that like to see it go viral?
That was cool, like, but it was just some real shit, so that's how I feel like motherfuckers related to that. Like, I don't know why niggas think that me getting on a beat, I wake up and go to the studio so I can make your dick hard. This ain't that. I'm the one to still to tell my story, and unfortunately, shit, if I could have been a suburb ass, you feel me, sedity ass bitch with no problems, I would have picked that shit. That's not the cards I was dealt, so I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I was dealt. And yeah.
Alright, that makes sense. So, like, you know, with you, like, gaining, like, certain attention online, you had told me that Taylor Bennett actually hit you up and showed love. So, like, what was that like?
That's crazy because I actually was just at his video shoot last night. Taylor Bennett he definitely showed love. He cool as hell. He's an amazing artist, and I think that when he sees something in people, he just keeps supporting them, fucking with them, and I love that because it ain't too many niggas or artists in general that's out here doing it. A lot of motherfuckers, they get their notoriety and they get the fuck on. And he could be doing that, but he ain't. So I respect Taylor for sure.
Alright, you guys, like, have any music coming soon?
Me and Taylor do have a song, but it was with the group of girls, so
okay.
We got some shit coming on our own for sure.
Alright,
so.
Shout out Taylor. Alright, so I got this little segment, right? And I call it Kyro's Logic. Shout out to NoLimit Kyro. Like, you the one that gave me the ideas for this. So, like, according to Kyro, right? When it comes to Chicago rappers, the only Chicago rappers that live what they rap about are FBG Duck, Lil Zay Osama, and King Von, and that's because he heard gangster stories about them. So what I want you to do is, like, could you, like, tell us a gangster story about yourself, but non-incriminating, of course?
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna tell. Okay, my project is called At Least I Tried. Go to my Instagram. Hi, I'm ASAP HIGH. You will see my album covers, my mugshot. So how that mugshot came about was motherfuckers was playing with me and they think it's that, but it ain't. So, like, I really feel like people play with me because I'm little. And I'm really a sweetheart. Anybody that know me know I'm a sweetheart, but motherfuckers fuck with me is that. So, yeah, motherfuckers I got on their ass. You feel me? Got down on their ass. And motherfuckers called the police on me. And I tried to get out that jam. And the crazy part is the police came and questioned me. And I'm just like, nah, we just had, you feel me, altercation or disagreement. Where I'm from, you take your L, you get your ass beat, and that's it.
Right.
These motherfuckers can't do that, so that's a gangster story, I guess.
Got you. So, with that, like, I heard, like, once, like, in a mic performance, you said something like, I was a juvenile. So it's like, how long ago did your legal trouble start?
My legal trouble started when I was 17. When I got homeless, that's when my legal trouble started, because I had to do shit that was not legal to make money. A motherfucker kicked me out of my ass, so, and I wanted to sell drugs, and I wanted to be in the mix and do all this type of shit. I ain't had no choice, so I was gonna die. So it started then, but my mugshot that's on my thing is from when I was an adult. But I'm done going to jail though.
All right,
for real.
For sure. All right, okay, I got this next segment. I call it Lil Reese's Research. Shout out Reese. So basically, I'm gonna ask you questions on various topics, and if you don't know the answers, you just gotta say, shit, I gotta do some research on that. So first one, since you're from out west, I'm gonna ask you about an out west rapper. So Lil Chris, aka Dr. Big Chris, had a song called Judge Me, and that played on the BT movie.
Wait, what we supposed to be doing?
No, basically I'm asking you questions on various topics, and if you don't know about that topic, you just gotta say.
I never heard about that one.
You never heard about that one? Mm-hmm. All right, next one. Stunt Taylor has been stated to be from Maywood and not from Chicago.
Why are they playing with that man? Hey, Stunt Taylor made some out west classics. You from out west in my book, Stunt Taylor. Fuck that up.
All right. Shout out to Stunt Taylor. All right, Pronto Spaz Out has been on at least 3 episodes of Black Chicago Be Like, hosted by Corporate.
For sure, Pronto Spaz Out stepped in the city.
All right, next one. Big Homie Blocks and Xavier have been dating for at least 10 years before getting married, but they also said they canceled it.
Ain't heard of them.
Never heard of that?
Mm-mm.
All right, next one. Rico Reckless has a song with Lil Uzi Vert.
For real?
For real.
It's out?
Shit.
I know Rico Reckless. I fuck with Rico Reckless, but I ain't know he had a that's so woozy though.
Alright, so you gotta do some research on that.
For sure. Gotta do my research.
Next one. Chance the Rapper has donated $10 million to the Chicago school system.
Oh, for sure. They had us writing about that shit in college, in school, everybody. What?
Yeah. Alright, last one. Kanye West has an album titled Jesus is King.
Yes.
Alright, so you know about that.
For sure.
Bet. Alright, so